Attention Realtors, my name is Stefan and I'm the co-founder of Reactivation AI, and if you give me a couple minutes of your time, I will show you how you can run a successful database reactivation campaign so you can start to get more clients, more referrals without spending a single second following up with anybody. Okay, so first off, I just want to position this scenario, right? I want to talk about the importance of a database reactivation campaign. If right now you still actively stayed in contact with every single one of your past clients, would you be making more or less money? I would argue that most of you said more, and if you said more, then you need to start doing this if you aren't already. So the first thing I want to answer is, if you don't know what a database reactivation campaign, it is simply a specialized marketing strategy that focuses on re-engaging customers or clients or subscribers who have become inactive or unresponsive over time, right? Like, as a realtor, you get so caught up in the day-to-day of servicing the people that you work with now, which is awesome, right? It's good that we're servicing them, but you forget about all the people you serviced in the past. And hence, you're leaving a lot of money on the table not being able to communicate and re-engage these people, because what happens, I'll show you what happens if you don't, is if you don't stay in contact with your previous customers, they might jump into other agents' funnels, and then they might start giving referrals to them or work with them when they need to buy or sell again. So we want to make sure we are constantly keeping in touch with our old customers, so when they have a family or friend that needs an agent, or when they want to buy or sell again, they come right to you because you're the first person that they think of. So we got to stay top of mind before the sale, during the sale, and after the sale. Okay, it's super important. And so the last thing I want to do is give you a little statistic here, okay? Even if customers become inactive, you have a 60 to 70% chance of success to sell them again, versus the chance of selling a new customer's 5 to 20%. So as we can see, it's very important. I'm sure you guys can all agree, it's very important to stay in contact with our old customers. So how do we do that? Well, we do it doing something called a database reactivation campaign, which, as you can see in my system software here that we use, here's how it works. Okay, here's how a database reactivation campaign works. I'm going to show you literally how you can do it. Literally, take it. You can take this and do it exactly yourself for free. So I'm going to show it to you guys so you can do it. The first thing I want to mention is a database reactivation campaign can be done in multiple ways. For example, you could do a Google review database reactivation campaign. For example, you could send all of your old clients a Google review request. You could send all of your old clients a personalized I don't want to say check-in, but personalized message. For example, 1 year after their purchase date or their close date or whatever date, whatever a significant date for them, you could send them a quick reminder saying, hey, it's been one year since you moved into your awesome home. How are you liking it? Imagine if every single client 1 year after, you send them an automated message with even perhaps a little gift card that says, hey, it's been a year. How are you liking your home? That'd be pretty cool, hey? Now imagine if that could take zero time. Well, that's what this will allow you to do. So that's one of the ways you could do Google review campaign. You could do personalized check-in. You could make an offer, right? Like, for example, people that buy will most likely buy at some point again in their lives, and so you could make them some sort of offer as well, right? And that's where you could make a entirely new offer that you could send to these people. So here's how you do it. Okay, now, first things first, this is in my system, in my CRM, in my software. I don't know how it looks in your guys' software, but essentially the concept of it is you want to go into your system, your software, your whatever, this is the one that we currently use for all of our partners, and you want to build out workflows or automations that happen at a certain point in time. So, for example, here, the automation workflow that we have is once you add a trigger, right, which in your case could be anything, the workflow triggers, and that's when this all starts. But I'll give you the premise of a database reactivation campaign, that is simply to get old clients, present them with something, and get something in return, right? So in this case, we're making an offer. So let's say that we wanted to make an offer to our old previous clients that, hey, if you work with me, I will waive your, waive your staging costs. I don't know, whatever thing that you want to, make an offer on is totally up to your discretion and what you want to do. But let's say you're making an offer, right? So you would send out this message with the offer. You would then wait for a reply. And our system here has opt-in keywords to essentially see, hey, did this person reply with a certain intent type? Okay, what's going to happen is if they did reply with the intent type, it's going to go down here. If not, it's going to ask, did they reply at all? If yes, it's going to go here and go through different automations to essentially see, hey, the person that we message, what is their intent? How do they feel about our message? And then based on their response, we'll act accordingly. So for example, let's say if we made somebody an offer and we said, hey, hey John, it's been a year. How are you liking your new home? What it would ask is, hey, did John or did person reply positively? If yes, it's going to send an automated text message replying to that positive message. It's also then going to get assigned to the internal sales agent, and then it's also going to send you a notification letting you know that John replied positively, and it's going to update them in the pipeline so you can monitor and track your leads accordingly. Now, I know that this might be a bit confusing, well, truthfully, because it is a bit confusing, right? Like, if it wasn't, it wouldn't be good. And so there's a lot going on here, but I want to break it down to the bare bones. Okay, I want to break it down to the bare bones. Simply put, a database reactivation campaign is you automating a certain sequence of messages to a certain person based on certain triggers. For example, let's say you want to send out a review request. So let's say we go back here. And you want to send a review request. All you would do is you would add the trigger saying when person in pipeline is moved from lead to client, send review request. And you would then automatically send them a review request the day of, 90 days later, 100 days later, 180 days later, whatever you wish. And this way you can stay in contact. You can do this for years, right? You could do, let's even show you, because I'm nerdy like this. Let's add a step in here, here we go. For example, let's say you helped somebody and now they just closed on their home. You could wait 1,000 days and then send them a message saying, hey name, contact first name. It's been 1,000 days since possession date. How is everything? Imagine that 1,000 days after this person's possession date, you send them a message saying, hey, it's been 1,000 days. How are things? And you could even go as far as to send them a gift card or a personalized gift basket. Well, imagine a world in which we followed up and re-engaged and nurtured our old clients this well. Do you think you'd be getting more or less referrals? I'd argue probably more. Imagine imagine you got a message 1,000 days after you took over from your property and the agent texts you say, hey, it's been 1,000 days, how are things? You'd be blown away. And that's the power of database reactivation campaigns. And I don't even want to confine this message or this video to a database reactivation campaign, because it's not. There's so much more you can do with this. There's so much more levels to this. And with our partners, we're building out a ton of different workflows for all different types of things, to make them new offers, to share new value, to personalized check-in with them, even to go as far as to do like a ton of personalization to really show that we care about our clients and to make sure that we know, like, and trust them. Because what makes a sale is if somebody know, likes, and trusts us. And what makes referrals so good is they already know, like, and trust us. So we don't have to compete or fight to get any of those three. They already know, like, and trust us. And so we want to make sure that people will forever know, like, and trust us. And we do that with something I like to call database reactivation campaigns, as well as making content. If you're not already making content, make content. It's one of the best things that you can do. So I hope that you enjoyed this video of me blabbing on here for the past 8 minutes about how you can do a database reactivation. Oh my goodness, I can't talk anymore. How to do a database reactivation campaign, why it's so good, why it's so important, all the different things you can do with it to help you out in your real estate career. So once again, I'm Stefan Vennefazaker, co-founder of Renurture AI, and I hope that you enjoyed this video breaking down what is a database reactivation campaign.